Yeah, get the face too. Glue that makeup on, baby. Glue it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this look right here. I love red lips, so I am obsessed with anything natural on the eyes, and then a pop of red and some bright highlight and some deep contour and bronzy face, and I just love that. I love it. I love it. I love red lips. Red lips are really, really in for me right now, so I am loving them even more than I would. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!
Alright guys, we're just going to jump right into it. As you can see, I already have my other eye done. So starting with the other eye, I am going to prime my lids with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which is my favorite way to prime my lids. And then I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Beaches and Cream eyeshadow. This is my favorite transition shade and my favorite shade to set the primer that I did use. No matter what primer I use, I always use this shade to set it, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It just makes it way easier when you're blending out other colors when you continue on with your look. Next, I'm going to take Anastasia Beverly Hills Single Eyeshadow in Orange Soda, and I'm just going to place it in my crease to deepen it up and make a little bit more definition. I always find it easier to build up a color rather than just going in with a straight, dark color or a slightly dark color, because it can get really hard to blend later on. So starting with the lighter colors will really help blend out the darker colors that you could add on later. Then I'm going to take a MAC eyeshadow. This is called Wedge, and I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is a MAC 239, I believe, and I'm just going to kind of slightly mark out my outer V, and I'm going to bring it into the crease just a little bit. I'm using Wedge because it's a super cool undertone brown, and it's just going to mark out where I'm going to put my darker color later on. So once I'm done marking it out, I'm just going to go back in with my Sigma E40 and blend out any harsh lines. I just want to blend those two previous colors and Wedge together, and then I'll go back in with Wedge and kind of build up the color until I get it to the intensity that I want it. To continue with the outer V, I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Frappe, just a darker brown shade. And I'm going to take an angled brush. You can use an eyebrow brush, a liner brush, whatever kind of brush you want. I just think that this is a little bit easier for me since I do have smaller eyes. So I'm just going to mark that out, and then I'm going to go back in with my MAC 239 and some of that Wedge shade and a little bit of Frappe mixed together just so I can blend it out so there's no harsh lines. So to follow that blending, I'm going to go back in with my Sigma E40 and blend it all together so I have a nice blended eye and there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going to take Anastasia Beverly Hills Birkin eyeshadow, and I'm just going to define the crease a little bit more with this. I'm kind of focusing this more in my inner corner than my outer corner, and I'm just going to sweep it back and forth in windshield wiper motions. If you want to deepen the outer corner even more, you can go back in with any black shade that you like, and I'm going back in with the same angled brush again, and I'm just marking that out so I have a nice guide to follow as I'm blending. So I'm just going to blend that out. You don't have to add additional product to the brush, or you can add the lighter color that you did use to blend out earlier. And then I'm just going to grab my MAC 217 and just blend. I really don't want any harsh lines, and I want the crease to be super smoky. Even though that it is a light shade in the crease, I still want it to be super smoky. So once you're done blending away, I am going to go in with a light matte shade for the inner corner, or the other half of my eye, as I should say. I believed I used Fresh from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Artist Palette. I don't know where the clip is before I put this on my lids, so I'm just going to do that and then blend any harsh lines that the lightest shade may have caused. It might have went in my crease, so I'm just going to blend that out slightly with no additional product on my brush, and then I'm going to coat my lashes with mascara. I am using the Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. lashes. Not too short, but I'll leave it down below. And then I'm going in with Blinking Beauty number 1 lashes. I adore these lashes so much. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. They're so beautiful, they're so full, and they do have that angled shape, which I really like with a look like this that really is accentuating the outer half of my eye. If you guys want a video on how I apply my lashes, leave a comment down below. I would totally love to do that for you guys. It's pretty easy, and once you practice, you'll be able to put them on in your sleep. And the favorite thing that I love about Blinking Beauty lashes is that you don't have to add additional mascara for them to stand up. Now, starting with our complexion, I'm going to spray my face with the Urban Decay prepping spray, and then I'm going in straight with my primer cocktail. I'm going in with my Too Faced Hangover RX and my Makeup Forever Base Hydrating Primer. I'm just mixing that in with my foundation to give us even more dewiness. I find that when I mixed my primer, at least one of my primers, in with my foundation, I got more of a dewy effect. So that's what I'm doing. I just made a nice little cocktail on the back of my hand, and now I'm going to blend that into my skin with my damp beauty blender. The foundation I'm using is the Dior Skin Nude Air Foundation, which is my new obsession. And then I'm going to go in again with another cocktail. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer as I dance out. Okay, Michelle. This Urban Decay concealer is a little bit darker than my skin tone, so I just use this to kind of conceal the darkness. And then on top, I go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. And both of these together are absolutely amazing, concealing and highlighting and all that other good stuff right where you want it, and it's absolutely amazing. I did get the darker shade in that Urban Decay concealer because they didn't have the lightest shade that I wanted, so I figured I would go with the semi-dark shade that kind of matches my skin tone for a day-to-day basis where I don't want that bright under eye highlight. So I'm just going to put that by my nose where I have some redness, my cupid's bow, and underneath my contour line where I will put after I'm done blending. And I'm just going to blend all of that out with a damp beauty blender as per usual. Bronzer. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion Bronzer in the shade M20. It's a little light for me, but I'm absolutely loving it. I thought it was too light for me, and I was gonna exchange it for a darker shade. But once you really get to blending this shade, it absolutely looks flawless on your skin, and oh, I just love it. It looks so natural. So I'm gonna blend that into where I would normally blend it into, which are the hollows of my cheeks, around my hairline, and a little bit under my jawline. And then once we're done with that, we're going to bake our face, air quotes under that. I'm going to take a dry beauty blender. I don't like the way that the damp beauty blender is or feels after applying a powder with a damp beauty blender. I just don't like it. Personal reasons. If you do it with a damp beauty blender, you do you, boo. So I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just going to put my dry beauty blender in that, and I'm just going to smash it all into my face evenly, of course, but I am going to just push this into my skin where I did put all of the highlight. So underneath my eyes, by my nose, on my cupid's bow, and underneath my contour line, and I am just going to sit like that for about 5 minutes, you know, a little jam sesh, check Twitter and Instagram, you know, all that good stuff. So I'm going to bake my face as so, and then I'm going to blend it off with a stippling brush. If you're really unsure on what you want to do while you're waiting for your face to cook, I'm going to show you what I did. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is what I did. I know, I'm crazy, but I was really getting into it when I went on, and it was just like the perfect timing. So anyways, now that my jam sesh was over, I'm taking a Real Techniques stippling brush. You could take whatever stippling brush you want and just kind of flake it off and blend it into your skin a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and I'm going to kind of use this as my blush. I would put it where my blush usually would go. I'm going to skip blush today and go straight with the contour and bronzy cheeks and a super intense highlight. I apologize for this next clip as I do my lower lash line. I did do the look that everybody's doing with the lower lash line, where they're kind of bringing the liner underneath the tear duct just a little bit. In my next video, I promise I will show you the clip. I really didn't know that it was so close to the mirror, but I apologize. So for my highlighter, I'm going to go in with a Becca Opal highlighter and the Sigma, I believe it's the F35 tapered highlighting brush. This is beginning to be my favorite highlighting brush again. I used to use it to set under my eyes, but now I am obsessed with it for highlighting again. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it's super easy to highlight with this because it is a tapered brush. Last but not least, I'm going to go in with my lips. So to start, I'm taking the OCC anti-feathered lip liner. It's a clear liner that I just throw around my lips before I put my actual lip liner on. Because I'm going in with a dark color, I am going to go in with red. I don't want it to bleed to my skin and ruin my foundation. So this really does help lock it on your lips. So once I'm done with that, I'm going in with a NYX red liner. I believe it's the color Deep Red. And I'm just aligning my lips like that. And I'm going to fill it in just a little bit and leave the center of both the upper and lower lip blank. And then I'm going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills American Doll Liquid Lipstick. My favorite red lipstick at the moment. It's just my obsession. It's so beautiful and oh, I just love it. So once you have your lippy applied, you are all set for this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it took me so long to upload it. I've had some technical difficulties with my editing program, but I am back in business. So I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!
Kisses. Kisses, boo. See you in my next video. Never do that again.